Hello, Social Goons. My name is Alex. Welcome back to Batman Arkham Asylum. In the last video, we managed to get through the Well, actually, trying to remember last video. I'm sorry. Oh, right. Last video, we managed to get through the Arkham Mansion, and we are now into the intensive. I actually forget the name of this area. I just call this. I'm just gonna call this place the loony bin, because that's basically what this is. This area of the island is for more deranged patients that the Arkham staff will have. And here you will find Zaz tapes for Riddler. A couple of well-placed riddles, I will admit, because there was one earlier. It said something about reflecting, and it's the only bathroom that has a mirror. Or, well, actually, it's the only place in the game that has a mirror, so. There's also a Two-Face riddle. There is a Calendar Man riddle, which is ironic because Calendar Man became more of a mainstay with City. He was basically an Easter egg character that you can talk to on certain days of the month, and if you did every single day, then he would escape. I want to say it's a reference to how he keeps escaping the death penalty. Oh, also 2 people, 1 voice, no gun. That is a reference to the ventriloquist, as you no doubt see. Basically, back in the Arkham Manor, we scanned a dummy in a case that was Scarface. And the ventriloquist is the guy who supposedly operates Scarface. And it's actually a bit of an interesting dichotomy thing with those two, because you never know what's what. Like, is he just insane? Is the puppet really alive? Or, well, anyway. Now we get the fan service character of the series, Poison Ivy, who appears in all but 2 mainstream games. And I say mainstream because there were a few mobile games, but I don't believe they were canon. But
just stay where you are.
Anyway, yeah, Ivy is in Asylum, City, and Night. She's not in Origins, although she is referenced. Mainly in the Cold Heart DLC. But anyway, now we get I believe we get this one, which is the Sonic Shock Battering. Yeah, there we go. Basically, what this one will do is that when you throw the Sonic Shock Battering at a goon that's wearing a collar, then the collar will, well, no, the goon will be instantly passed out, which is very handy, and especially with this particular session, which is the beginning, by the way. I grew a very strong appreciation for that. So you're probably wondering, well, okay, so now you're asking, well, why is Cash in there? Well, there's a reason for that. Explain in a minute. So we're just gonna risk the warden. Sorry about that. Sorry. So, anyway, when I was younger, and still, and to this day, I still think this, but this section of the game really creeped me out. I was on edge every single time that I came to this particular section of the game. And Well, ugh. Uh, the maniacs are the main reason, because, well, they're making all these weird noises. They look unhinged. They got all this clockwork orange stuff strapped to their heads, and just and it's like most of the time they just pop out of freaking nowhere. Though you do have a detective mode to somewhat ease the blow to properly make a counterattack, but that also leads into one of the major annoyance factors with that kind of enemy.
Give me the sequencer.
You have to counter, or if like they're not like regular thugs. Oh wait, also, does anyone think that this is a failed prototype handheld, like something that Microsoft would do or something? I don't know. Anyway, so as I was saying about the maniacs, they're very erratic. You know, like, they're not like a regular goon. They won't stance up and fight you. They'll just run, scream, and jump at you. Oh, and also remember Ash was in there earlier? Well, that's Clayface. Though we don't get to see what he looks like in the game itself, but we do get some character art in the bios. But eventually he drops the facade. So yeah. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh right, the maniacs. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. So the maniac's main method of attacking is to scream and run at you and pounce. Now, when they do that, you have a window of opportunity to counter. This will instantly send them to the ground, and it will and you can ground pound them, which is not too bad, but I swear it doesn't always work for me, even though I'm hitting the damn button. But yeah, I just don't like those guys, and I'm glad that they were scrapped for future games. Though, admittedly, I do appreciate this game's limited enemy pool. There we go. See? Bam. They're not terribly difficult. It's just sometimes I swear the game doesn't do the button input properly. And here, oh, and also you may be noticing that Quinn is showing up quite a bit. Well, this is the pretty soon we are going to be doing well, I hesitate to call it a boss battle because it's really just her talking over some mooks while they're battling Batman. But for this, all right, now I gotta do it because she double dared us. Anyway, so the basic idea is that you're just trying to take care of the goons, right? Though I imagine that's because they couldn't quite think of a good boss battle with Harley, and to be fair, they didn't quite nail a boss battle with her at all in the series, in my opinion, because there's a fight that'll come up later on. There's the Harley Quinn's Revenge DLC from Arkham City, which is basically a stealth battle that doesn't end until she's knocked out, or at least her health bar is gone. And that's well, actually, there was also Arkham Knight, where you had knocked her out and then her goons on the ass. But there was also an Arkham Knight DLC campaign where Harley was one of the final bosses. So maybe by that point they got something right for Harley, but honestly, I just kind of wish that, like, so I think Harley could have been a very fun boss battle, like, because technically she's a psychiatrist, she is a gymnast, she has all kinds of wacky weapons. I can see potential in a boss battle for Harley, but they don't want to do that. So anyway, hold on. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Ugh. So, now that Harley is still on the loose, we just gotta go after her now. And thankfully, I went the right way. But anyway, and here's where we get the a Calendar Man cell. If you scan it, that'll solve the riddle. But anyway, so, but also, I mean, like, Harley's been one of my few points of contention with the DC. Mainly because of, well, how she's portrayed in the Arkham games, where she's completely smitten by Joker, even though that's not technically her character anymore, which is good. It's good. She stands out as her own character. I like that. But the Arkham series doesn't really do much with her. Like honestly, like, after City, she could have been a brand new Joker, because, like, she's that crazy, like, I think she's the only one who shared Joker's sense of humor, so it does make sense that Harley would be that kind of person, but no, they didn't do that, which is unfortunate. Right, I forgot to mention. This particular room is kind of a pain because of the time limit. So basically, what you need to do is to cut off the electricity for the water so you can activate these panels. Assuming you didn't get the range upgrade, like I probably should have a minute. Well, like I probably should, because you have like 2 minutes to do all of this. But once the what was the word? Once the room's done, you got like 30 seconds in order to get rid of. Sorry, you got like 30 seconds in order to get through this panel, which thankfully I did in like half the time. But it's a level 5, so yeah, that can be kind of a pain, especially when you're especially with a crunch time. But yeah, it's whatever. Anyway, and also a very nice detail for the game. Batman is subtly growing a stubble throughout the game, which is an indicator. Well, I wouldn't say it's a much of an indicator, but it is a nice detail to show that there is a passage of time going on. And it's really taking a toll on Batman's stress level. So, and also, you can come back here later for riddles. But I thought I would give my future self a bit of a head start here by popping this wall. And the gas does not go out of the room, by the way. So don't be scared about that. And I believe I also saw a vent over on the wall. On the wall right in front of me earlier. Although that's a future Alex problem. So yeah. Oh yeah. There's also a trophy up there, which I believe was where the vent. Oh yeah, it was there. It was there. Oops. You just gotta look up, use the back law, easy day. Oh wait, no. Yeah, and also the maniacs, they're very weird when you just try to punch them, because they'll either dodge or like put up a guard or something like that. I don't really know for certain, but yeah, it's just very awkward. I don't really like it too much myself per se. Oh, but now we're closing in on Harley, like Harley herself. Oh, yeah, too small in my ass. I was right in front of the damn room. Like I don't get how some things are considered too small or whatnot. I just don't get it. You know, like Rocksteady, I hope, learns in... Oh, here we go. When they latch onto you, you need to struggle to get them off so you can throw them, and then do a ground takedown so that way they don't bother you again. Yeah, they're very annoying. And I missed one particular Zaz tape. No, it's not like you guys are gonna see it. Because again, I am not an expert at this game. I can't get everything all in one go. So, yeah. If you want someone that can do that, though, Batman Arkham videos. Guy has full playthroughs of practically every game and has done them seamlessly. And also, we've all looked to him for guides whenever we played this game. Or any other Arkham game for that matter. Actually, now that I think about it, like, no, it wouldn't. Sorry, I was thinking of another game, Gotham Knights. I haven't heard too much about that, but I gotta say, I do like some of the character designs. You know, like like the main four characters: Nightwing, Red Hood, Robin, Batgirl. I think they look fine. Even their version of Batman looked pretty cool. But I haven't played myself. I don't really have much an interest to, but I've heard through the grapevine that it's either bad or just plain mediocre. Don't really have much an interest in playing it though. I was like, okay, so what, Batman? Well, actually, I can barely remember what I originally thought. Anyway, so let's get on to the fight here, shall we? So basically, you have to battle Joker's goons again, but there's a catch this time. See, the floors are rigged to be electrified. It's the pace and pacification thing from the central hub, right? Now, there are 3 sections where you can, in theory, go. There are 3 sections of the room where you can fight. Now, these guys will obviously get out of the way, so you can go and words. Basically, you need to get out of there. Sorry. So, the 3 floors, right? You need to get out of the one that is starting to glow, so that way you can avoid getting electrocuted. And technically speaking, the same thing can happen to the thugs, but it barely happens in my case because, again, I am not a expert player of the game. I can beat it, I just haven't mastered it. And yeah, like, see, like, they climb up with you, so it's kind of a problem. But like I said, kind of. Like, I was really close to death there, and I was thinking about upgrading my armor. But, you know, like, I'm so proud that I managed to get this far with only upgrading the health once. Which is neat! And how does Harley respond to all this? Well, she does some cartwheels, tries some capoeira, or maybe that's taekwondo. I don't really know. And we throw Harley into the railing. We violate her privacy, apparently.
Why the smiles next to certain names?
And she also tries a punch, but doesn't work. Oh, and okay, so this segment is this particular moment is a little bit weird because the idea is that Batman is tracking Harley through her fingerprints, specifically if they have chloroform. But does that imply that Harley was cartwheeling all over the island? I mean, I wouldn't put it past her. It definitely fits with her character, but I don't know. I'm not really buying that one, Chief.
So you can find the secret lab in the garden.
Oh, and also we get a nice Mr. Freeze riddle here. It's that cell with the giant glaciers of ice, which is
Be careful. I rerouted a Wayne Tech
pretty
satellite to
cool.
show normal scans of the island.
I'm sorry. I had to get at least one Arnold Mr. Freeze joke in there. So yeah. Anyway. Since we're coming up on time here, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. The next milestone that we'll be celebrating is 500 subscribers, and if possible, I would like to hit that by the end of June. I'll hit it by June. Anyway, until next time, Social Goons, remember, reach for the stars.